Hello and welcome everyone again to this channel. So in today's video, we're going to review the AI and machine learning week 4 assignment. So this is it. For this week, complete the following tasks and submit on your portal as your assignment for the week, which is write a Python script that takes two numbers as input and performs basic arithmetic operations, which are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So after that, you submit a link to your code in the assignment tab of your dashboard, right? So this is actually the assignment that the AI machine learning are going to be doing in week 4. So there are a million and one ways you can actually approach this assignment. But in this video, I'm just going to go with 3 methods. So whichever one you feel is right for you, or whichever one you prefer, you can actually use that one, or you can actually modify the codes to better suit you in the way you do yours. So the first thing you can actually do for us is, first of all, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. Also share this video to others so that it can actually help them do the assignments. Also, you can actually drop your comments in the comment section of how you feel about this video. So right here, I am my Google Chrome browser. So what I'm going to do, the first thing I'm going to do right now is to click on a new tab and then type Google Colab. Google Colab. So Google Colab is actually like an IDE like Jupyter, but it is being hosted by Google. So we can actually use that to be able to share the link that will be generated while we actually work with the Google Colab. So that's why we're going to use it to solve this assignment. So let me just click to go to our Colab right now. I'm going to open my Colab. So right here is open with some other assignment I've already done. So I've actually done this assignment before right now. That's why you're actually seeing this with 4 assignments here right now. So that's actually my own assignment, right? But I'm actually going to click on new notebook so that we're going to do this thing together. Okay, so here's the interface of the Google Lab. So after this is where we're going, this particular page is where we're going to do our assignment. And after that, we're just going to click on this share button right here. That will give us the ability to, or the enablement to be able to share the link of this particular assignment on our portal. So the first thing I'm going to do right now is to first of all title my assignment. So let me just say this one is actually week 4 assignment. Week 4 assignment AIML. Okay. So I'm just going to name it like so. And so the first thing I'm just going to do right now is to, before this, I can just put a text cell right now. So I'm going to click on this text cell. So I'm just going to give my name and my fellow ID. So I'm just going to say my name. My name is Proud. Okay. So I'm just going to click on Shift and Enter to load this particular part of the assignment. So like I said, there are 1,000 or 1,000,001 ways you can actually approach that assignment. But in this particular tutorial, I'm going to give us 3 steps. So you can choose any one you like, right? Or you can also, if you have other steps you want to use, or if you have done the assignment before, you can actually go with that your own assignment. It doesn't really matter. The only thing is that you have to actually give the code output the way they want it to be. The step 1 is to get 2 numbers from the input, right? Because I say we are going to use the numbers to do the arithmetic operation. So I'm going to say get 2 numbers from the user. So from the user, so I'm just going to name those 2 inputs. I'm just going to say they are number 1. So number 1 will be equal to input. So I'm going to say what is the first number. Okay. So since this is going to come as a string, I have to wrap this inside a float. So I'm just going to first of all wrap this into a float function. And so that's it. So whenever the user gives me an input, which is going to be a string, it's going to now be converted to a float, which is now a number. So I'm just going to copy this particular line so that I'm just going to redo it here. So the second one is my number 2. So what is the second number. Okay, similar thing that happened here is going to be a string, and then it's not going to be converted to a number. Okay, so after the first step, I'm just going to perform the basic arithmetic operations. So I'm just going to say step 2. This is going to be a comment. Step 2, perform basic arithmetic operations. Okay, so the arithmetic operation is going to be addition. Addition will be equal to adding the two numbers. So it's going to be number 1 plus number 2. So the second one is going to be subtraction, which is subtraction. Will be equal to number 1 minus number 2. The third is going to be multiplication. So which is going to be number 1 times number 2, right? And so the last one is going to be a division, which is going to be number 1 divided by number 2. Okay, so that's actually what it's going to be like. So, but I'm just going to do a tweak around this division, right? Because in most cases, when the number 2 becomes a 0, it's actually going to cause an error in this particular script because we can't divide anything by 0. So I'm just going to put a check on this division so that we really don't actually encounter such errors. So before the number 2, what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to put an if statement. I'm just going to say if number 2 is not equal to 0, right? Then we can see the division should actually occur, right? So, but else, if the number is equal to 0, we're just going to say division is going to print, or is going to say error cannot divide a number by 0. Okay, so that will be it. Then the step 3, which is going to be the last step, is just going to be step 3 is going to be to display the results. So we're going to display the results, right? So here I'm just going to say print f addition. Addition is going to be addition. Okay, so let me just copy all this. Let me just copy this, and as a lazy program, I'm just going to paste all this right here. So this will be my subtraction. It's going to be subtraction. Okay, so that is done. So the first thing we're going to do before we run this particular program, I'm first going to connect this particular Jupyter notebook to the kernel. I'm going to click on this connect by the top right corner. So let me click on it so I to connect, so I'll be able to run my script. Okay, so it's connected right now. So I can just click on this play button by the right of my cell to execute the program. It's asking me what is the first number. I'm going to say the first number is 12. For the second number is 3. Oh, there's an error in my script. Multiplication is not defined. Okay, I said multiplication. Here you can see multiplication. That's why I'm going to put an L here, because it's supposed to be the same as what I have here. So let me run the script right now. It's asking me what's the first number, 12. What's the second one, 3. So you can see addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So let me run the script right now and show you about this zero thing. So let me run this and then try to put a number that is 0 as a second number. So which is 0 as my second number. So you can see my addition is 12, subtraction is 12, multiplication is 0, and then division is actually error, cannot divide a number by 0. So that's the first step, or actually this is the first style of actually doing this assignment, which is actually just the basic input and output. So after that, I'm just going to click on my share, and then I will just have to change this from restricted to anyone with a link, and then I copy this link and then paste on my browser, and that will be it. So I'm just going to also show you the next step right now, or the next style you can actually use to do this assignment. Okay, so the second style of actually doing this assignment is actually trying to use a function. So in this particular method, we are going to first define a function, get user input, and then display the results. So watch as I'm actually going to do this one right now. So the first step right now is step 1, define a function. Define a function. So I'm just going to define a function right now, which is, I'm going to call it arithmetic operation. Arithmetic operation. So this arithmetic operation function is going to actually accept 2 numbers, which is going to be used to do the arithmetic operation. So let me call those numbers x and y. Okay. So in the function now, we're going to do the assignment. So we're going to do addition. Addition will be equal to x plus y. So we're also going to have subtraction, which is equal to x minus y. We're also going to do multiplication, which is equal to x minus y. And also for the division, also we're going to do the same thing we did in our first step. So we're going to say if x. Okay, let me just do it this way. I'm just going to say division is equal to x divided by y if y is not equal to 0, right? Else is gonna be error cannot divide a number by 0. It's 0. So that's going to be the function we're going to do here. And then after that, we are going to return this value. So we're going to return addition, subtraction. We're also going to return multiplication, and we're also going to return the division. Okay, so that's about the function. So we are done with the function right now. So the next step right now is to get the user input. So that's the step 2. Step 2 is to get user input. To get user input, so I'm going to say, let's say they are num1. Num1 is equal to float. Yes. So because the numbers are going to be converted to float, and then input. What is the first number? Okay. So what is the first number? I'm also going to do this one here. What is the What is the second number? Okay, so that is it. So the step 3 right now is to call the function and then pass these two numbers to it. So I'm just gonna say step 3. Step 3 is to call the function. Okay, so right here now, so since the particular function is actually returning 4 data, I'm also going to unpack this function into 4 different variables that are going to be used to do the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. I'm just going to say add, sub, mul, and div, which are 4 variables, is going to be equal to arithmetic, which is for num1 and num2. Okay, so what this actually will do is that this add, sub, mul, and div is going to actually represent the add now is going to be used for the addition, sub is going to be used for the subtraction, mul is going to be used for the multiplication, and div is going to be used for the division. So when this particular function is actually being called, it's going to give us 4 data. So those 4 data is going to be used to be passed or addressed to these 4 variables we have here. So that we're now going to now, which is the final step, which is step 4. Step 4 will display the results. So the result now we're going to say print. Let me just copy this. Okay, so now I'm done with the script right now. I'm just going to run this cell to get my input, and then the arithmetic operation will be done. So let me run this. It's asking me now, what is the first number, which is 12? What is the second number? 3. So just like before, 15, 9. Multiplication, what's that? Let's look at this here. Oh, I say multiplication here is minus. It's supposed to be an asterisk. So let's rerun the script right now. So it's going to be 12, 3, and then there is it. So let's try to do the one of 0. 12, and here is 0. So you can see error, cannot divide a number by 0. So this is the second step you can actually, or the second style you can use to do your assignment. So if you don't actually want to use the first one, you can actually use this one. Or I also show you another step, which is step 3 on how you can actually do this assignment. Okay, so the third step I'm just going to give us right now is to use the exception handling method. Here in this case, we're going to put the functions into an exception handler that would, instead of using the if-else statement, we're now going to use the try and except block to handle all our errors. So the first thing I'm just going to do is to create a function. So the step 1. So step 1 is to create a function for the arithmetic operation. Okay, so I'm just going to call it arithmetic arithmetic operation. So here now I'm going to now pass a try block to this. So this try block is now going to now get the user input. So we say num1 is equal to float input what is the first number. Okay, let me copy this also. Num2 is gonna be what is the second number. Okay, after that we print addition, which will be equal to num1 plus num2. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this right now. So here will be subtraction. Here will be multiplication. Here will be product. And this will be division. Okay, so if this doesn't work, we're not going to say except. So in the case of a value error, we'll now say except a value error. Let's say the user doesn't give us the right input. We're going to say print invalid. Or they're supposed to be inside the string. Invalid input. Or in the case of the zero division error, we're also going to say except zero division error. So we say print cannot divide a number by 0. Okay. So for sure, this is actually going to be the best method to solve this assignment, because this one actually going to capture the user input when they put a value which is actually not a number. But in the other ones I've been doing, if they actually give a value which is not a number, it's going to throw an error in the script. So I actually prefer this one. So let me run the script right now. So before I run this right now, I have to call the function. So let me call the function, and then I will run the script. It's asking me what is the first number. I say 12. For second number 3. So you can see everything is happening right now. Let me run the script again and say 12, and let me say 0. So you can see cannot divide a number by 0. Let me just do this one for division. So let's do division. Okay. Let me run this again. 12 and then 0. So division cannot divide a number by 0. Now let's try to put something that's not a number. Let me just say 12a. So it says invalid input. Please give a number. Right, because a is not a number, and so it will be having a hard time converting this text into a number. So that's why I actually prefer using this particular method. So whichever method you prefer to use for your assignment or to modify, that'll be fine by the instructor. So if you find this video helpful, please, if you have not subscribed, please do so right now. We're also going to be posting more updates about this kind of assignment and others in this channel. You can also help us share this video to others who are also not aware of this, so that they can actually get idea about how to solve this assignment. If you have found this video helpful, please leave a comment in the comment section. Do well to leave a like for this video. Without further ado, I will see you in the next video. Do have a nice day. Thank you.